at what they need. Well, they want to, you got to stand up. Don't be afraid. See, we weren't afraid. See, we stood up. We wouldn't let them turn us around. We stood up, be men, not kids. We stood up, be just, be honored as a human being for our right to get to work for our family. That's what we did. Stood up. Don't let nobody say you can't do nothing. You can do it. Just keep it going. I said, we struggle. Son, I'm saying, on that film, you see how the police run us. Then right around behind that, the police, they blocking us trying to keep our job. We gone. See, they want a union then. They don't beat us to death. Then they turn right around there and want to stop us from working. We kept on going, because we let them turn us around. Because how they did, y'all got to stand up, be men, not no more.
Let me tell you what we did. We just didn't march. We just didn't march down Main Street, down Beale Street. What we did, we went to the churches in our community. It wasn't hardly a night passed that we wasn't at somebody's church. We explained to the community that we were being misused. We went to the community centers. We would hold rallies. This is how we got our word out. And it wasn't long before we had the whole black community behind us. And we had them so till every day when we would march down Main Street, we would have some members of the community marching with us. That's what we did. And I believe it will work for you too.
Mr. Turner, the other night when we were at Tulu, we were having a discussion about faith and labor. You made a comment when you spoke about how you heard Dr. Martin Luther King's last speech, the mountaintop speech, and you said that you wonder what Dr. Martin Luther King saw. And I know these gentlemen here have families, and I think this is something very insightful. That if you could share that with us so we can all hear how you feel.
You know, when Dr. King made his own, this was on April the 3rd, when he made his last speech. I was there. And when he said, I went to the mountaintop, and I looked over, and I seen the promised land. He said one thing that really got to me. He said, I might not get there with you. He said, but I want to tell you tonight, we will get to the promised land. So I wondered, what did he see when he got to the mountaintop? And then it came to me. He saw my 3 little girls. I had a wife and 3 little girls. And those little girls, the oldest was 9. And they were follow me everywhere I go, you know, if I was going to a rally. I wanted them to see what this country was like. I wanted them to see where they could make up their mind where they wanted to go. And Dr. King saw those little girls. He saw my oldest daughter. She retired from the Navy. She is working at the VA hospital. She got a good high position there. He saw my middle girl. She is in Atlanta. She's got a good position there. He saw my baby daughter. She is in Knoxville. She's dean at Tennessee State. This is what the reason I fought, to make sure my kids didn't go through the same thing that I went through. And then something else, let me add this. When I put that sign around my neck saying I am a man, it meant just what it said. I am a man. And I've been a man ever since I was 14 years old. I got a job. That's the reason I had to go to work for the city. Because I quit school. I quit school, but my mother had 3 kids. I was the oldest of the 3. And she got up one morning, bear with me now. She got up one morning, it was snow, and we were burning wood and coal. And she wrapped her feet up. I said, Mama, I know you ain't going out there in this snow. And she looked at me and she said, if I don't go, we won't eat. I said, well, okay. I went up to Wade Grocery and I asked if he had a sign out there to deliver boy wanted. I went up there and I asked him, I said, I need this job. He said, you got to go to school, so I can't get hired. So his supervisor come in, he told him what I had said. He said, well, go on high. He ain't gonna be nothing no way. So he went on high. And what I would do, I would get my check, I was making $28 a week. I would take that check and take it home and give it to my mom. And when I become 16, I went to the city of Memphis. And they didn't want to hire me there. But what they were doing, they were giving they were hiring white boys. They were in white kids. They were hiring them. So by my mother working for the supervisor, he told them, said, well, I might. I said, now I'm a hired. Said, they might make me fired. He said, but I'm a hired. And he hired me at the age of 16. And I took on a man responsibility. And this is what I want to tell a lot of young men today. A man will take care of his family. His family will come before him. if he's a man. And ain't no court gonna make him have to make him take care of his kids. He will automatically do that. And right today, my kids love me and they go out their way. That's because I was a man. They knew I was a man.
Ms. Leach, I have a question for you as well too. I think that hearing that and understanding what you said, Mr. Turner, as far as I am a man, and that sign meant exactly what it meant, exactly what it said. When we were coming together to organize for this conference, we looked at that poster, I am a man, and we also looked at who we were representing and who at Nissan is requesting to unionize. And we realized that I am a man, I am a woman, I am a human, and I am a worker. And all of those things coincide, and they're all the same. Because there are women out there at Nissan now that are in the same predicament. There are women out there who are experiencing the same things. And Mr. Leach, you said something when we were at one of the 2 days, I can't remember which one, but I definitely remember you said that we were standing up not just for the workers, but we were standing up for you all marching and striking for the community. Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, well, I said, when we went out, stood up and be a man, be just, not knowing we wasn't going back. We gonna stand and march for our kids. And so like I said, when we walked out on our track, and I asked the men, I said, we going on strike. They said, no, we got a contract. I said, why? I said, we going out. I cried. It burned me up. It's hurt me.